What's up, you guys? Shartimus Prime here, doing my first ever review on a legendary comic book heroes action figure. Gotta give a big thanks to Gay Comic Geek for sending this out to me. He sent me a box full of these figures. This figure right here is from the Pit Wave, and this is basically the toy line that continued after Toy Biz had lost Marvel Legends. So they had Jesse Falcon and the crew had continued working on figures that didn't have rights owned by Marvel. So a lot of these characters are from Image Comics. I think they're all from Image Comics except for the Conan figures. So this is an Image character, and I'm not very familiar with it, honestly, but I think the figure itself is very, very cool, and it's kind of neat to see the kind of things that they had in mind for Marvel Legends that they just didn't get the chance. This guy has double jointed fingers, which is really, really cool, and I think the paint job is really consistent with old school, or not necessarily old school, but just Toy Biz Marvel Legends. So it's really cool. He has this Zoidberg fin right here, which I think came out pretty well, and it's pretty thin and pretty accurate as well, so I thought that was really cool. He doesn't have any kind of crazy shading on the upper torso area, but he does have his hairs all drawn on there, which looks pretty good. He has a very good face sculpt, which I think is pretty tight. It's all very accurate. I mean, I'm like I said, I've never read a Savage Dragon comic, but I'm familiar enough with the character to know what know how he's supposed to look. And then there's a variant edition where he has no tank top. I think that one's harder to get. I'm not sure. But yeah, this one has the tank top. There's a version that does not have the tank top. I think the paint apps on the jeans came out really, really nice. Very nice looking jeans. It's just really cool wash. I think that's very, very cool. Look at that. That is dope. He's got his Adidas right here. I think this came out. He's got the shell toes. It's kind of hard to see because it's all white, but you know, you could see the, well, no, yeah, it's kind of hard. You could see it like that, but you could see the grooves and stuff from the shell toes. So it's cool, and he has peg holes at the bottom of his feet. Very cool looking figure. I'm really impressed with the articulation of this guy. I really like it a lot. His head moves up, moves down, moves side to side. He has ball jointed shoulders. He has bicep swivel right here. Single jointed elbows. Whoop, twisted that around. He has wrist articulation right here. His wrist moves up and down. And he has thumb articulation. This is a trip. This is really cool. He has thumb articulation right there. He has individual finger articulation. And then each finger has a second joint right there. Isn't that tight or what? I just think that is really, really, really cool. I'm a big fan of this. And I think it came out looking pretty good too. So I was talking to Paul, and I was talking to his friend Augie about this, and they're like, wait, what? That has double jointed fingers? I had no idea. Oh man, I wouldn't have sent that out to you if I knew that. I don't know. So I'll send one back. He sent me more than one, so I could send them back. I have no problem with that. We did a trade for a shirt, and I think I came up way too much in that trade, so I'm willing to do something for him. Not that though, dude. Not that. No. I think that's racist what I just said there. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just a joke. So anyway, he has ab crunch right here, and he has waist joint right there. He has ball jointed hips that move forward like that, and he has upper thigh swivel. He has double jointed knees. He has no calf rotation, which kind of sucks, but he has great ankle movement up and down. The classic ankle pivot right here. You can see how that hinge works, which is different from the newer one that kind of swivels like that. It has like this pin that comes down and it's attached to that swivels. This one has a whole separate piece inside there that rocks back and forth. Very cool. And he has dough articulation, which you love. So yeah, very cool figure. I'll give you a size comparison with the Future Foundation Spidey because it's a pretty average size figure. And this guy is actually, really big sized kind of dude. I dig it. I think the size works very well. I think the legs should be a little closer. But yeah, so you can see how tall he is next to Future Foundation Spidey. Then I actually used one of these guys in the past. Early on, one of my earliest customs, I made a Luke Cage. And I think this kind of came out pretty crappy, but not absolutely terrible. But got a modern Luke Cage right there, which I used really crappy paints for. And I used the original Luke Cage head sculpt on there, and it's kind of wobbly, but hey, not terrible. I like having it in my display. I just try to keep them in the one pose. Alright, well, that's my review, you guys. Thank you for watching, and thanks again to Gay Comic Geek. Subscribe to him, and I'll catch you later. Peace.